Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly where I want to be, where I can do. I used to think, what areas am I codependent on? And I think it's the things that I do not want to do or want to figure out. I don't want to mess with, and I go to other people that I know has that answer and knows what to do and can do it or will do it. I'll depend on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I've noticed lately that that wall has been shut. Like those boundaries, like there's a wall up and say, no, I'm not going to do this for you. You're going to have to do it. And I'm like, I would get so angry because I'm like, but I do not want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, it's because you need to learn that being lazy is not okay. You can do this.
It's not even physical. I'm not even talking physical things, right? These are energetic things that you can't be energetically lazy when you are working to live in a different life.
Exactly. I'm like, you very much can do this. It's just you do not want to. You're being lazy at this moment, and you're very much capable of figuring this out yourself. And yeah, that's the areas I there are things that I just do not want to put forth effort, and I have been enabled. And now I need to break those cycles and start doing things for myself that I know very much that I can do by myself.
Right. Right.
So,
And they're taking me back to mirrors. Okay? Look at all the mirrors in your life. Anyone in your life is a mirror, and they are not showing you things about themselves. They're showing you things
About myself.
about yourself. Right? So I learned something the other day. And it was such a like, ugh. Okay. So if you're in a certain vibration, let's say you're in a certain vibration where you're feeling lonely, you're feeling isolated, you're feeling sad, you're feeling sorry for yourself. You meet someone in that stage that you're in, right? No matter how much you heal, that mirror is always going to show you those things because that's where you met them at. That relationship is always going to make you feel lonely, always going to make you feel isolated because you met them in that vibration. That's that mirror, right? Unless that person really decides, I'm going on this spiritual journey and I'm going to clean up my own mirror, right? The mirror that you're always going to feel reflected at you is the mirror that you met that person in. No matter what they do, you're always going to feel lonely. You're always going to feel isolated. You're always going to feel these things that you were in this place. You're going to have high times. Of course, we're always going to have high times. But that reflection is really not going to change unless both parties say, okay, I want to clear up this reflection. I am recognizing these things in myself and I'm going to clean up my reflection. And that person's like, you know what? I see this reflection too. Let's clean it up, right? And yes, we can clean it up together. We can support one another in the cleanup of our mirrors, but it really does take detachment where we have to take our emotions and our energy and really just stand in our own energy and not depend on that person to provide us with anything because they are now going to have to stand in their own energy. And we can check in and we can say, how are you doing? I support you. I love you. Good luck on this journey. But we can't be like, what are you doing today? What are your plans? Blah, 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 blah. Completely engulfed in their energy because we're always going to go back to that mirror. Always. It's such a strong magnetic pull that it's almost impossible to get away from unless you completely change the situation. It has to be completely flipped in a whole new direction. Otherwise, that same vacuum, that same magnetic energy is just going to keep pulling you backwards and backwards and backwards. And it's like it's a tougher fight, you know? It's a tougher fight. When you're trying to go on a spiritual journey and you're detached, you're attached, you have all these tentacles out attached to everyone you love around you, it's almost like you're pulling 500 extra pounds of energetic weight. You're not going to be able to see your own shadows and fight your own personal demons because you're seeing demons in everyone else. But really, they're all about you. Everything. Like the universe, you, God, whoever you believe in, is literally here working for you every single second of the day. It's just that we're not seeing what they're showing us.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Distractions, it's unawareness.
Unawareness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, it didn't really click into everything like that I was feeling lately until we sat down in here and we started talking. And I'm like, it's like the epiphany came in. Ah, that's what this is, you know.